Sometime this year, the president of Nigeria, tinubu, purchased a new presidential jet. Immediately he took over power in May 2023. We saw a few months later that a presidential yacht was to be purchased for Mr. President. It was denied. Fast forward to 2024, we saw a new SUV worth over $120,000. And with all of this, they are no longer allegations. They are now true. We have seen them delivered and being used by Mr. President, exception of the presidential yachts, which we have not seen on the soil of Nigeria. We have made a video about the importance of securing the least Nigerian on Nigerian soil, which, if we are to talk about the importance of the safety of Mr. President, we should not shy away from the importance of the least of the least in Nigeria. For those living in Adamawa, Zamfara, Brono, Maiduguri, across Nigeria, those staying in the middle belts, talking about the crisis in Benue, Plateau, looking at what is going on in Ekiti, Osun, Cross River, and River State. When you look at all of this, it is worthy of note that if the president need to be secured, then Nigerians who do not have enough resources to call for any form of security, personnel to protect them, needs to be protected by the government, because they're sworn to an oath to the constitution to protect the life and properties of Nigeria. But then it happens that the Brono flood, which took place some weeks ago, the House of Representatives has rejected a 300 billion naira grant to the victim to cushion the effect of the flood. In the plenary section yesterday at the House of Representatives, a lawmaker representing Yalamatu Daba Federal Constituency, Gombe State, Garuba, proposed an amendment to urge the federal government to give victims of the flood a special grant of 300 billion to cushion the effect of the humanitarian disaster. Before then, a House of Rep member representing Jaba and Katamfa Federal Constituency, Amos Magaji, lamented the impact of the flooding and noting that houses, markets, many health facilities were affected, including one of the emir in the state. And this is to provide, infrastructural development, or let's say rejuvenation or reconstruction of the facility that were destroyed as a result of the flood. Now, we talked about this in some of our videos, which you can check them out. But the truth of the matter is that the House of Rep members are saying that the federal government has done a lot, as well as many Nigerians who have visited Brono State since the flood took place and have donated a lot of relief materials as well as cash donation to cushion the effects of the problem in that state. So therefore, they have mandated the federal government to release funds and materials to help the people of Brono State. But a specific amount was not mentioned. Let's not forget that some bags of rice and bread has been disbursed to those who were affected in Brono State. Now, Nigeria, flood, rise, scarcity of fuel, rise, hunger, rise, low electricity, rise. You go to strike, rise. You want to protest, they give you rise. Rise solved every problem in Nigeria. And which makes many people to say that whether Nigeria is now the Federal Republic of Rice it is debatable anyway. But looking at this carefully, is it important for the House of Representatives or the National Assembly to, without debate or public consultation, approve a purchase of a presidential jet for the Federal Republic of Nigerian president without any kind of conversation? Now, there is an issue that borders on the citizens of Nigeria, of which they are not even looking back. They are saying, no, we cannot ask the federal government to, release such amount of money. But if it is to buy SUV, buy a lot of things, building a car park, costing them almost 3 billion naira at the National Assembly, they will not look back but to approve with immediate alacrity. But the question here is this: is this the kind of people that are ready to push our democracy and development in Nigeria forward? Now, I understand the reason why some Nigerians, Take It Back group, are mounting pressure on the federal government and, soliciting with Nigerians and saying that 1st of October, they need to occupy every street in Nigeria to protest for good governance. It is now obvious that because of all of these shenanigans happening in the government is the reason why the Nigerian youth will not relent but continue to protest until they get the development that they deserve. What do you make of all of these developments coming from the National Assembly? Do you believe that they are doing the right thing by not approving such amount of money, knowing fully well that when such money is being released, most of the times, and some people, they still are more. Let me have your take at the comment section. Thank you for watching.